Narcos subs versus the Coast Guard. Let's get it.
Tuesday, June 18th, 2019. Hundreds of miles off the Colombian coast, a team of Coast Guard TAC-led operators quickly launch two long-range interceptors from the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Monroe to pursue a makeshift narco submarine en route for the United States. The teams rip through the Pacific Ocean in a high-seas pursuit as the sub desperately makes a run for it, and with only a small window of opportunity to stop the sub, one operator would leap onto the sail.
I remember I saw this actual video on Instagram, like when it happened and it was becoming like a meme in the military. Not a meme, but it's like, oh snap, look, the Coast Guard's doing something cool. I remember just seeing him jump on there and like bang on the submarine. But I always wanted to know what happened next. Bro, banging on the submarine before it submerged. And then Buddy opened up the hatch. Like, why? Oh my goodness. All right, let's fast forward. Let's get to it.
In 1975, the international drug trade was at an all-time high. Cessna aircrafts and go-fast boats were the premium vessel of choice for transport and distribution across the globe. But as radar technology improved over the next several decades, these methods would become both risky and unprofitable. And by 1993, one Colombian engineer by the name of Oscar Moreno Ricardo and his Sicario
donkey
would present a solution
El burro.
to the far outdated logistical footprints put in place by the era of Pablo Escobar. Ricardo would create the first ever prototype of a stealth-focused system, a semi-submersible submarine handmade out of wood and fiberglass. These low-profile vessels.
Bro really said, okay, let me build a submarine, except, well, we can't make it out of metal. Let's make it out of wood. And apparently it worked. I mean, that's some crazy engineering, honestly.
Built in the Colombian jungle. And Ricardo's subs proved to not only be reliable, but guarantee results to his employers. And due to the success rate of Ricardo's subs,
he's smart as hell.
Cartels quickly allocated Ricardo an official budget of $1 million per construction of a single submarine. And with that kind of financing, the design and technology
God dang, that's some expensive ass wood, man.
Of these vessels improved drastically. The self-propelled semi-submersible and low-profile vessels were reinforced with electric engines and lead siding and capable of sneaking 5-ton loads past sonar detection and infrared sensors. Although the subs lacked the technology for pressurized system, the narco subs, skimming just below the surface, performed just well enough to bypass the authorities. And in the event they were discovered, Ricardo designed an emergency scuttle system to quickly allow the crew to sink the sub, destroying all the evidence. And as a result, the crews would escape charges, and the authorities would be legally obligated to rescue them stranded in the water. And over the next 30 years, Ricardo would refine his infamous narco sub designs and become dubbed the King of Submersibles. And nothing could stop him from plaguing the Pacific.
Bro, the King of Submersibles. Okay. Is that really what it looked like, or is that just stock footage of a submarine?
Rumors of the so-called white whales floated through the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and DEA intelligence communities. And as a handful were caught, the vessels were seized and studied, but the damage was already done. Ricardo's subs were so successful that he began production for dozens of cartels and criminal organizations all across the globe.
Wait, you can work with other cartels? Like, I thought it was like the people that funded him the $1 million to actually begin this, like, I don't think they would be cool with homeboy lending this stuff out to other narcos, right? Don't they all like have issues with each other? Like, I don't know. That sounds crazy to me.
He even outsourced his services
Money
to a broad
talks.
range of groups, meaning hundreds of criminal organizations were now manufacturing their own narco subs.
Bro, you just gave away the secret recipe. He put himself out of business. Bro was making a lot. And he gave over the Krabby Patty secret formula, bro. They don't need you no more. They might just kill you.
Against the proliferation of narco subs is the Coast Guard's tactical law enforcement team, better known as TACLA, a premier DSF unit founded in 1982 with the sole purpose of stopping drug trafficking on the deep seas. And while many units fall under the Coast Guard's Deployable Operations Group umbrella, TACLED is a highly capable elite unit. Where candidates must survive an 18-month-long selection process in order to master tactical operations, close-quarter combat, and maritime law before earning their highly coveted tactical law enforcement badge. These major players in drug trafficking interdiction even assist and train navies of European nations as they build their own defense teams in stopping the influx of narco subs coming from South America into their distant Atlantic coasts. And as narco sub traffic continued to sweep the globe, in the summer of 2019, a TACLED team conducted a 3-month-long operation to shut them all down.
That's actually not long. 3 months to shut down all of that? That's not long at all. But for those who know, because there's always a genius in the comment section, what is the TACLED training like? What do they have to do? He said 18 months, but what do they actually, did he say 18 weeks? I don't remember. But what do they actually do? Is it as comparable to SEAL training? Snap. Can't speak. Is it comparable to that? I mean, it's both water, but you know, somebody let me know. What do they do? Buds. Sorry, not SEAL training, buds. Come on, man. Get to it. I'm sorry, y'all can't watch stuff with me. Like, if we watching Netflix, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be fast forwarding to the good part. Y'all can't watch stuff with me. You're gonna be like, why you fast forwarding it? Because I'm ready to see action, baby. I wanna see the action. Is this the rest of the footage that I saw?
Captain James Estramonte of the 140-person crew U.S. Coast Guard cutter Monroe received a call from a Navy P-3 surveillance aircraft patrolling 200 miles west of the Colombian Ecuador coast. Naval aircraft personnel reported of a semi-submersible vessel on its radar. And knowing the Narcos sub was only 1,000 miles from reaching U.S. soil, Captain Estramonte quickly made the decision to pursue the sub some 250 miles away at 25 knots.
25 nautical miles. I don't know how fast it is.
Close the gap. TACLED operators loaded out on 2 small boats, while a Coast Guard helicopter carrying a TACLED sniper provided aerial support and play-by-play reporting of the op back to the cutter. Meanwhile, inside the sub, the 5 smugglers within have no clue what was coming their way. The TACLED boats approached the sub from both sides.
Ain't got no
windows.
The
operators began issuing lawful orders for the sub to stop.
Off war. Wonder if they could hear them.
Have a few minutes to gain control of the vessel before sinking measures are taken by those within. The TACLED teams improvise. The boat on the starboard side moves in even closer, nearly touching the sub, as one operator leaps onto the sail and begins pounding on the hatch.
Speaking dolphin? So they already pressed the emergency button to think that shit. Yeah, and then homie opened up the door. Well, yeah, if they press the sync button, of course, he's gonna open the door so they can get out. What happened next?
For the following 12 hours, the Monroe crew unloaded 17,000 pounds of coke, estimated to be worth between $232 million.
Ali!
The Coast Guard then sunk the sub and headed back to base to turn over the 5
They couldn't take it with them?
In custody to the DEA.
They just wanted to shoot something.
Vice President Mike Pence. Today he honored
Mike Pence.
the Coast Guard cutter Monroe for preventing nearly 5
Yo, was that?
Today he honored the crew of the Coast Guard.
Oh no, that's Mike Pence. I was like, is that Ludwig? They got an interview.
Been a daring drug bust on the high seas. U.S. Coast Guard.
Yeah, it started racking up views. Yeah, I remember seeing it on IG. What happened next? They sent another boat.
During the
2
summer
months later.
of 2019, TACLED teams took down 14 subs
Damn,
in less than 3 months.
Yeah.
And the Monroe crew seized more than $569 million worth alone.
That is a lot,
Even though the Coast Guard was finding success in stopping the subs,
they kept sending more.
One successful trip to
make a
up
profit.
for the loss of 5 subs that are caught. And while one is being stopped, another is already being manufactured to take its place.
Facts.
Oscar Moreno Ricardo would be captured by Colombian authorities on January 8th of 2022.
He gave out the secret Krabby Patty formula. It don't matter.
Still replicated
Facts.
to this day.
Exactly.
Among his list of clients are the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, who are currently up in arms against the Mexican government.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Sinaloa cartel.
Bro, it's crazy. In Mexico, bro, it is crazy. My homeboy said it looked like GTA, no bullshit. He ain't lying. It really do. Look like GTA real life. It's crazy.
Son of the notorious drug lord dubbed El Chapo.
Yeah.
El Chapo's drug cartel is fighting back.
Yeah.
And now the state of Sinaloa is locked in.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. I can't imagine. Part 2 coming soon. Oh, bet. Can't wait to see it. Anyways, that was an awesome video by Popo Medic, man. Great channel. Check it out. Anyways, yeah, we back, bro. We doing more reactions. Hopefully the money come in. But yeah, I'm already recording this stuff. We'll upload it later. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Is the Budge training and the Tech Light training very similar? Do they work together? Y'all let me know. Well, they probably don't work together because not Delta. SEALs is like actually going out and stopping terrorists, and Tech Light is more defensive operations. They probably don't work. But yeah, it's your boy Miss. Comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.